Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I would like us to see on the formation of requests. Now, this one is going to be important to you because this one will aid you if you are planning to sit the A1 Sprechen, specifically part 3. So, this video is going to be on the formation of requests. Remember, this one is useful for part 3, that is the A1 Sprechen part 3. So in the A1 expression part number 3, you are going to be expected to form requests. And that is why the part 3 is normally referred to as, so this is the name for part 3. It is normally about Bitten formulieren. Bitten formulieren und darauf reagieren. So this one simply means forming or formulating requests and responding to them. Okay, this is how part number 3 of the expression is referred to as bitten formulieren, that is forming requests, und darauf reagieren, and responding to them. So I want to explain to us, how will you form requests? Well then, first things first. In German, when forming the requests, you could either form it in the Z form or in the do form. Of course, we have the Z, do, and also er form. All these three, they all mean you. In English, we only have one you. Okay, but in German, you will either use Sie or du, depending on the formality of the situation. So for the formal one or the polite one, we normally use Sie, that is always capital SIE, and then the informal setup, where they normally like using do. Okay, well then, I want us to individually see how to form the request in the Z form and of course in the do form. Okay, I will first of all give the word order. So in German, when forming the request in the Z form, let me begin with the Z form. When forming the request in the Z form, this is what happens. You will first of all begin with the verb, okay? In the Z form, you will begin with the verb and then you will follow with the personal pronoun Z. So verb and then Z, and then any other thing in the sentence comes right after, okay? Here's a good example. I want to request someone, come on Monday. Remember the order? The order, as I've told you, is this. You begin with the verb and then you follow with the Z, right? So I want to request someone, come on Monday. So I begin with the verb to come. So to come in German is kommen. So you'll say kommen and then you follow with Z. Kommen Sie on Monday. Am Montag. Kommen Sie am Montag. Now, of course, when forming this request, you could add the word bitte. So this bitte, you can put it at the end of the sentence or at the beginning of the sentence. So that I say, kommen Sie am Montag bitte. Come on Monday, please. Or bitte kommen Sie am Montag. Okay, let me give two more examples with Z. You want to request someone, drink the water. So to drink is trinken, yeah? So I do the same thing. Trinken Sie das Wasser. Trinken Sie das Wasser. Okay, last example. I want to request someone, eat the fish, please. Eat. So to eat is essen. So I proceed. Essen Sie. Essen Sie den Fisch. Essen Sie den Fisch. So clearly, from the examples I have given you, you can see that the word order is this. When you're forming a request in German using Sie, how do you do it? You begin with the verb and then you follow with the personal pronoun Z. Ensure the Z is always capital SIE. And then at the end of your sentence, don't forget to put an exclamation mark. Okay, let's now see. Let us now see how to form it in the do form. Do. Normally, do is normally written with a small letter unless it is the beginning of a sentence. So how do you form it in the do form? Well, in the do form, I will simply say this. What happens in the do form is this. Of course, you're going to begin with the verb. You're going to begin with the verb, but specifically, you will use the verb stem. meaning the ending en you remove. So in the do form, remember, you only use the verb stem, meaning the en is removed, and then you also remove the do. Okay, let me assume the verb you were given is common. You want to request someone come on Monday. That is in the do form. Come on Monday. So as you know, to come in German is common, yeah? So I now remove the ending en. I remain with com. So it becomes com. And then you also remove the do. So you simply say komm am Montag. In a normal sentence, you would have said kommst du. Kommst du, yeah? But as you've been told, you remove that ending st, you also remove do. So you remain with komm. Komm am Montag. All right? Okay, two more examples. You'd like to request someone play football. Play football. So you'll simply say, so if you remove the to play in German is spielen. Spielen. So you remove the en, you remain with spiel. That is Spiel. So play football. Simply say Spiel Fußball. And as I've told you, you could either add bitte. This bitte can be added at the beginning or at the end. I could say bitte Spiel Fußball or Spiel Fußball bitte. Okay. Okay, here's the last example. Last example is I want to tell somebody, train on Thursday, please. So to train is normally trainieren, trainieren. So you simply say trainier am Thursday, am Donnerstag bitte. Trainier am Donnerstag bitte. So at the end, you're going to notice that this is the order. When you're forming it in the Z form, remember, you were told in the Z form, of course, you begin with the verb and then you follow with the Z. But in the do form, you are told, of course, you'll begin with the verb. Specifically, you now begin with the verb stem, and then you remove the do. Okay? So I want to give two examples again. One in the Z form, one in the do form, so that you clearly see the distinction. So assume I want to request someone, please have the book. So in the Z form, I would say, bitte haben Sie. Bitte haben Sie das Buch. That is, haben Sie das Buch, right? But in the do form now, you remove the en, so you remain with hab. So it becomes hab das Buch. Have the book. Hab das Buch. Have the book. All right? So what will happen in this part is this. You will be given cards, but these cards will have pictures. You'll be given cards, but the cards will specifically have pictures on them. You're going to be expected to form requests using these pictures. So I want to give some few examples with these pictures, forming requests with them, and then you'll be able to see. So when forming these requests, of course, you will be allowed. You will either use the Z form or the do form. I normally prefer using the Z form because it's normally direct to the point, okay? So let me show you the cards and some various requests you could use. So here are the cards. So in the first picture, I have a computer. So they want me to form a request using a computer. So I could say the following. I could request someone, bitte, bitte kaufen Sie mir einen Computer. Bitte kaufen Sie mir einen Computer. Someone could respond with, okay, or kein Problem. All right. Okay, let's see the second picture. And the second picture, you can see someone writing this, and there's a hand there, and someone is holding a pen and they're writing. So I could request someone, and maybe, please write down my name. Bitte schreiben Sie, bitte schreiben Sie mein Name auf. Bitte schreiben Sie meinen Namen auf. Okay? And then they could respond, okay. Okay. Right? Now, in the third picture, you can see there's, seems like some food is being cooked there. So I could request someone, please cook me some food. Please cook me some food. I could say, bitte kochen Sie mir Essen. Bitte kochen Sie mir Essen. And they could say, tut mir leid. Ich habe keine Zeit. Okay, few more cards to go. In the other picture now you can see a glass. Seems like some sort of beer or alcohol, or even someone could also say water. But in this case, it clearly looks like some sort of beer or alcohol. Yeah. So I could say, bitte trinken Sie kein Alkohol. Bitte trinken Sie kein Alkohol. The person could say, das ist kein Problem. Okay, two more cards on that. I have the word, or I have the picture Blume. That is a flower, Blume, or Blumen. So I could tell somebody, bitte bringen Sie mir Blumen heute. They could say, gerne. The response, gerne. Okay, here's the last picture. And the last picture you can see seems like some sort of, is it calendar or, yeah, some to-do list. It's some sort of Ablauf. Tageslauf, that is. Tageslauf. Yeah, it's Tagesablauf. That is like the daily routine or even the schedule. Okay, your to-do list. So I could tell someone, bitte zeigen Sie mir den Tagesablauf. And then the person could respond, gerne. Okay, so that is what happens in this part number 3 of your A1 Sprechen. Remember, you will get cards with the pictures and you will be expected to form requests using these cards. And as I've mentioned in the beginning, remember, you will either form them in the Z form or in the do form. Please ensure you get the order correctly, yeah? Well then, that'll be all for today. Let me say, das ist alles für heute, and I'll be seeing you in the next one.